Let's start our topic for today. The health is wealth, defense against a virus with strong immune systems. As we all know that the protective vaccines help to establish a herd immunity that may actually eventually solve the toughest puzzle of this century. But actually the question we want to ask actually is how do we protect ourselves and our family before the vaccine are available to us? Because we just can't rely on the vaccine itself. So we have to do from our own part. And today we are very fortunate to have our guest speakers, Khidma, to share with his precious view on this topic to defense against the virus through the strong immune system. Let me just introduce our speaker for today. Khidma is actually the board of a board certified nutritional medicine practitioner with masters and a certified fitness specialist. It actually worth me to use some time to actually explain who is a nutritional medical practitioner with master. Is he a nutritionist or is he a pharmacist? Actually, not really, because this is a higher level of a professionalism that actually kids are qualified to prescribe, to treat, and to reverse the chronic diseases like the cardiovascular diseases, the cancer, the immune system, and etc. So he earns his fellowship in anti-aging and metabolic medicine. In addition to his long list of impressive achievements, he is also a fitness model, an actor, a TV host, and also the ambassador to various wellness brands. So he is also often invited to speak at the health and fitness on the health and fitness topics in certain occasions. So let us put our expression to welcome Khidma. So Kid, are you there?
Yes, Roy. Thank you for the introduction.
Yep. So
okay.
I hand over the floor to you.
All right. Thank you. And good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, to be sharing with all of you today. So I'm just going to share my screen right now. Are you all able to see the screen?
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, so thanks for the introduction, Roy. Basically, what I do nutritional medicine, and I've been practicing this for about 3 years already. The first patient that I so-called treated was actually my father. So my father got a stroke, and based on the diagnosis from the stroke, the doctor actually said that my dad could never walk again, could never become normal again. But I think this is one of the driving force that really made me want to do this and be really in this field. It's because I actually managed to achieve something that the doctor said couldn't achieve, right? And that's actually all about nutritional medicine, which is I build a plan for my clients. I teach them exactly what to eat, what to take as far as nutraceutical goes. I don't prescribe any medication or drugs, and I build them a lifestyle plan. So a lifestyle plan meaning not just a fitness plan. I don't just think or train like a fitness trainer, but I build a plan which is personalized and customized to every single individual. My dad is 60 over years old. There's no way he can lift the amount of weights I lift. So for him, it's a different kind of plan. So that's what I do. And right now, I'm actually leading a personalized healthcare service with Fit Escapes. Fit Escapes is a corporate wellness company. Yeah. All right. Now, I want to share with you all something which is a true story. Okay. So, as Roy was mentioning about the statistics and all that, yeah. Now, I do not know about you all, but for me, I personally know at least 20 close friends who got COVID-19. Yeah, 20 close friends up to date, all right? And the first encounter of my COVID-19 is, actually I almost got COVID-19. It's actually in January. So on January 8, 2021, I actually posted this on my social media, how I almost got COVID-19. So I was just sharing my story of how I almost got COVID-19. Yeah, and I urge all of my followers, everyone, to stay at home. All right. This was the time or so before they finally announced the MCO 2.0. Right now it's 3.0, but back then, when they announced the MCO 2.0, all of my friends, a lot of them actually, already started to have COVID. So what happened was, on the 3rd of January, it was a Sunday, yeah, I was supposed to join a group of friends to go and run. Now, every Sunday, I will actually run at Desa Park. And I will have a running group, okay? So, for some reason, right, because I posted this on 8th of January, on the 3rd of January was a Sunday, I couldn't wake up. I don't know why, I just couldn't wake up. And I was, later on, when I think back, when I reflect back, I start to understand why. It's probably God or some kind of universe force that made me couldn't wake up, okay? But what happened was, on the 3rd of Jan, one of my friends actually had COVID, which is this guy right over here. Now, can you all then guess, from this Sunday run on the 3rd of Jan, how many of them over here, 9 of them, who took the picture with him right after the run, got COVID as well? Can you all just take a guess? Yeah. Anyone from the audience? So I can't see the response. Maybe Roy, you can share with me what was the guess like. How many you all think?
5?
5 of them.
Yeah, half of them.
Half of them. Okay.
Someone say 4.
Okay, 4. Okay. Now this is just running, yeah. Okay, it's only running, you know, not going to a party, not going to sitting together in a dinner, you know. It's very healthy activity. It's running outdoors some more in the sun, yeah. So, do you think the guy over here, which sat the furthest in this picture, number 9, got COVID or not? This guy right here. Number 9, yes or no? How many of you all say yes? Type in why. Yes. Why for yes?
Yeah, someone sent to me yes.
Yes.
No.
How many yes, how many no's? All right. The answer is he got COVID-19 from this Sunday run, okay? And just now some of you all say half of them got, some of them say 4. In reality, most of them, actually all got except only 2. And ironically, it's the 2 that sat below this guy who was positive. So it's very strange, right? Because all of them went for a run. And in the picture, the one who sat the furthest got COVID, yeah? And the one that sat right below him doesn't have, 6 and 7. So this only shows that this COVID-19, it doesn't distinguish between what time you go out or who you mix with or how far are you, yeah? Whether you sit the furthest in the picture or whatever, all right? All it means is you can't predict, there is no algorithm to this, okay? And the best way that you want to stay safe, other than what I'm about to share with you today, is actually to stay indoors and away from people as much as possible. Yeah, it may sound very sad, but that's the best way, because as long as you can eliminate yourself, social distance yourself, that's why we are here in the MCO 3.0 right now, then that's the best way to actually contain and reduce down the numbers. All right. So this was my encounter in the beginning of the year. And today, I can tell you, a lot of my friends, they are all positive, some of them recovered and all. But whatever it is, when it comes to my circle of friends, yeah, and under those of my clients, yeah, my clients who I treated, yeah, I actually have my own protocols to help them. And that is what I'm going to share with you all today. How I actually help all of my friends that you see here, as well as my clients, yeah, and even their family members, even their mate also, to recover from COVID, okay? So, my first friend who I showed just now who was positive, he actually, remember, the run was on 3rd of January. On the 5th of January, he got a fever. And then he asked me if he should check. I say, need to observe his symptoms. But recently, he got sick. So I said, please check it. So right away, he actually went to the doctor to check. Yeah, within 15 minutes, he actually on the way to the doctor to check. And when he checked, true enough, he was positive. Now the next thing, when you hear someone is positive, you need to make sure that who is he contact with. And I was only worried about one thing because he actually stayed with his grandmother, and his grandmother is the eldest in the family, and normally the older people will be more severe, yeah? Older people, okay? So I did the right thing. I asked him to record down who he has met and make sure his grandma is okay, all right? Now, how I actually save him is very simple. As a friend, what I do is I send him my supplements. Now, these are not just normal supplements. Later on, I will explain in more detail, yeah? But this is the exact protocols or the exact nutrients that I prescribe to him to help him boost his immunity and fix his condition. So he was 37.9 degrees, having a fever on that day. Yep, the next day, still feverish, yeah? But exactly from what he has said, he has really felt surprisingly much better, okay? Now, if you realize that a lot of the ingredients that I use here, right, some of them you probably will know. Like I'm sure all of you all here know Ascorbic Acid, D3. But I will share in more details later why these supplements I take is different, okay, than the one you can get outside, okay? And what you need to look for when you want to go and get all these supplements and take them yourself. It's going to be a free knowledge for you, and I want you all to really know how to apply and as a consumer, be able to distinguish them, all right? So the astragalus that I recommended him to take actually did an amazing job, yeah, to actually boost up his immunity, and he actually recovered. Now, another friend, I won't go through all the testimonial because there's a lot of message. I just want to show based on the real story in terms of what that has been done and what has transpired. So on the 3rd of Jan, that friend infected a group of other friends, and he was one of them. He told me that he got positive for COVID-19 on the 7th of January, okay? And again, got him to confirm the test. Now, he took the same supplements, and you see here, we are giving her all the supplements. He also gave it to his mom, who he is staying with, and also his maid, who got high fever, but he didn't take her to go and check because of the visa and all these issues, all right? But she's confirmed a COVID already because she got a very high fever as well. So he started to take Panadols and all. I told him not to take Panadol. You see, many people, they take Panadol thinking that it's a cure. Yes, it suppresses the symptoms, but it doesn't fix the problem, yeah? We will always treat at the root cause, and that's what exactly I do. So astragalus, again, boosts your immune system. And I asked him the next day, how is he feeling? He said he feels much better. No more body ache, but he lied down too much, of course, because he's resting, so it's a bit stiff. But very importantly, he got no fever, all right? So I know this is testimonial shared from my friend. And as far as today's goes, like I said, at least 20 of my close personal friends within my direct circles already positive COVID. There are a few others I know of as well, but I don't consider them in my circle. But regardless of whoever it is, my clients or my friends, these are the essential nutrients that I will always encourage them to take. Yeah, and this is actually the best defense against COVID. Okay, why I say that? Because the best way to really protect yourself is just the immune system. This is your immune system. Yeah. Regardless if it's COVID, regardless if it's a viral infection, a fever and all, you need these nutrients. Sorry, there's a bit of a background sound.
It's okay, no worries.
No worries, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, all right. Now, the first nutrient I want to share with you all, and you all would probably already be aware of this because it's so popular right now, is vitamin D3. Now, can I ask the members in the group here, every one of you all, how many of you all are supplementing with vitamin D? Just say one if you are supplementing with vitamin D. Type 1 if you are.
We have someone type 1. But me, myself, I take the multi-whites. Maybe it's including the vitamin D as well.
Okay, the reason why I ask you all is because vitamin D3, normally there's D1, D2, D3 lah, but you don't bother about the rest. Just take D3 because D3 is the one that is used by your body. Okay, D3 you can get it by exposing yourself to the sun, but nobody wants to get a sunburn, I'm sure. Yeah, so the most practical way to get a high dose of vitamin D3 is through supplementation. Now the thing is, when you all take your supplement vitamin D3, like your raw, you take your multivite, you look at your back of the label, you see how many IU, of vitamin D3 you are taking. It's normally in IU or mcg, but let's look IU because IU is the standard they use to measure. So normally most of the time it's not in a very high dose, okay? And it doesn't give you that immune modulating effect. Okay, you can actually measure your D3 levels, and if your D3 levels is low, which is surprisingly a lot of people here in Malaysia got low D3 levels, they need to supplement with vitamin D. Yeah, so even without measuring, most of the time I really will know that they are really D3 deficient. Yeah, even though we are living in Malaysia, sunny weather whole throughout the year. All right, so D3 is essential. Okay. And it shows in the studies, in the scientific research, that people with higher level of D3, they will survive COVID-19. Yeah, those that lower level are likely to be the riskier group to face complications and even unable to make it through. All right. So D3 is super essential, and that's why D3 is a must. All right, for the elderly, for the kids, for the adults, whoever it is, D3. Okay, so the D3 that I give to my clients is usually not those that is found in the pharmacies. Because remember I told you to look at the IU, most of the time you will only see 400 or 1000 IU, all right? In order to give that effect, it needs to be at a certain amount of IU. Yeah, I will actually be explaining more about that in the next closed group session, okay? Now, the next essential is, you obviously already know this as well, ascorbic acid, because it's an essential thing. Now, human beings don't produce ascorbic acid, okay? We lost that gene to actually produce ascorbic acid from the food we eat, all right? And that is why it is so essential, okay? Your collagen, people say that they get more wrinkles and all that. The key is ascorbic acid would encourage the synthesis of more new collagens. So it's actually an anti-aging nutrient. Yeah, anti-aging nutrient. Not many people know this also, but ascorbic acid actually recycle vitamin E. Yeah, so they do not know. They only think that, oh, it's good antioxidant and all, but it boosts the immune system. Now, in China, when they first got hit with the COVID-19, yeah, SARS-CoV-2, they actually take high dose of ascorbic acid, and they have that kind of treatments in the hospitals there, intravenous drips as high as 12 to 20 grams of ascorbic acid a day. Okay, now of course, if you go to the pharmacies and if you check your current supplementation, it's usually limited. Yeah, but in my practice, I know exactly what is the right amount that they need to take in order to boost their immune system. So ascorbic acid is essential. Next one is zinc. Now zinc, there are many types of zinc, all right? There's a zinc oxide, which is in most pharmaceutical products. But the particular zinc that I use is zinc citrate. Because why? The absorption is higher. And zinc actually has more than immune system benefit. It regulates the hormones, balance the hormones. You can raise your testosterone for this if you're a guy. For a female, it will lower down certain depression hormones like the prolactin. Yeah, so this is very super essential. Also, you know, if you realize one thing in COVID-19 patients, right, they will end up losing their sense of taste, smell. That's where their zinc is very low already. They need to supplement with zinc already. Yeah, not many practitioners or medical doctors that I know so far today recommend their patients to take zinc, but I give them zinc because this is super essential. Now, the next one is lauric lysine. This, I combine it together. One action is lauric acid. You see here, right, there's a human breast milk. What it means, a baby is getting a human breast milk. And this is a palm kernel, yeah, palm kernel. And this is the actually palm fruit from the palm fruit. and this is actually coconut. So lauric acid is actually found in nature. It can only be found in human breast milk, palm kernel, and coconut. And this actually has an antiviral property. And the antiviral property, how the mechanism it functions is lauric acid stops and destroys the viral replication, together with L-lysine, which is an amino acid, a protein, okay? It's a protein that is also required by the human body, all right? So you combine the two together, it is a good combination to stop and destroy viral replication, all right? Now, last but not least, this is Astragalus. Astragalus is actually a longevity herb, all right? And what it does is it's actually an adaptogen, yeah? So it could actually raise up the immune system. And you know your white blood cells, for example, your lymphocyte, Astragalus is the one that can actually boost up the lymphocyte and giving you that immunity boost to fight off any viral attack. So that is how I actually prescribe for my clients. A combination of D3, ascorbic acid, zinc, lauric lysine, and Astragalus would boost the problem and would actually help them to recover and help them to defend against COVID. Now, I want to share with you all just a very quick one before I end the session. Two very essential wellness products that is suitable for everyone to take as well. Yeah, and that is Mighty's M. So Mighty's M is a really available product that you can actually order. Yeah, unlike the supplement I mentioned that one earlier, because that one earlier on is really high in demand. Yeah, you need to order, and right now I'm out of stocks. But Mighty's M's is one of the supplements that I actually encourage people to take as well. Why? It's because it has a strong antioxidant property there. So you can actually just take this early in the morning once a day. So this actually just it's more for wellness. Yeah, it helps to increase our antioxidant capacity, moving for the fact that in the modern day world today, we are faced with so many stresses. So this would actually help to counter off all of these stresses, yeah? And that's where you can have Mighty's M, all right? And Mighty's S, in particularly, is also a readily available product that anyone can just order. It actually helps with intestinal problem, helps to improve the bowel movement, and people who are having constipation issue, this actually helps to alleviate it, all right? Okay, so two products here is mainly for wellness, and the rest is really I use it in combination for my COVID patients and friends. So with that being said, this is the whole sharing that I would like to share with all of you all here today. And I believe, Roy, right now, we can then move on over to the question and answer, where I'm sure some of you all have probably most of you all would have some questions after listening to this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kit, for a very informative sharing for today. Because some of it, actually, I'm sure that many of us actually never heard about that kind of nutrition. For example, like just now, we actually just recap. We actually talk about the vitamin D3. We have zinc citrate, which in the market normally people will talk about the zinc oxide.